Look, you don't need to convince me. Being outside is the best. Normally, I'd be the first to encourage you to tackle some thrilling new adventure in a far-flung part of the state. Heck, if it required a helmet, a harness, and a punny team name, even better. But for now, those grand experiences, well, they've been put on hold. I know we're all eager to get back to the big hikes in the whites, the surf lessons and group runs, and long camping weekends. And we will. But in the meantime, I vote we have some epic adventures really close to our houses. All right, I realize at first glance your backyard might not seem as cool as, say, Baxter State Park, but we can still entertain ourselves pretty well if we're game to get a little creative. So in that vein, here are 5 ways to enjoy the outdoors close to home. Number 1, become a backyard naturalist. Make a study of the birds, flowers, bugs, and other wildlife in your own backyard. Stare up into the trees, turn over some logs. There's some great websites and apps that'll help you identify all the things that you find, and you'll likely learn some supremely interesting things in the process. Seriously, Google dragonfly reproduction. You will not be disappointed. Field journals can also be a great way to record all the wonders you discover. All right, my sketching skills could maybe use a little bit of work. Number 2, go watch the sunrise. Stare at a full moon, sit by a pond at dusk, and listen to the peepers. Waking up early or staying up late to stare at the sky and listen to the sounds of nature is such a cool and frankly calming experience. Plus, getting outside at those off-peak hours means you're less likely to run into other people. That's great for social distancing, and it's also great for folks who generally dislike interacting with others. Besides, it's an awesome excuse to just sit and be. And really, how often do we get to do that? Now, if waking up before dawn doesn't appeal to you, no problem. Simply make your own sunrise. Ooh. That was very realistic. Number 3, go on a neighborhood scavenger hunt. Liven up your usual jaunt around the neighborhood by hunting down interesting things. For example, you could see how many funky colored doors you can find. My neighborhood has a lot. Some neighborhoods are posting things like bears or rainbows in the windows so kids can find them, but anyone, adults included, can get in on the hunting. I recently found a bunch of rocks that look like they're making sad faces. That probably says something about me emotionally. Number 4, explore a local trail. Thanks to the work of many towns and land trusts, most of us have access to great trails right up the road. Those trails often get skipped in favor of higher peaks and more challenging terrain, but now is a great time to explore those nearby spots. Heads up though, some trail systems are closed, so check ahead of time to make sure your local trails are open, and of course steer clear of locations that are already busy. And when you're on the trail, keep that physical distance between you and anyone else you might encounter. And yeah, you can act like a spy if you want. Number 5, bring the outside in. Recreate your favorite outdoor activity indoors. Go fishing in your kitchen, skiing on your couch, kayaking in your bathtub. True, it won't feel like the real thing, but goofing off like that can be pretty entertaining in its own right. You can also bring the craftiness out to your driveway so that all your neighbors can see what you're up to.
New sport, chalkboarding!
And maybe worry about you just a little bit. We'll be back to our big adventures eventually, but for now we can appreciate the wonders right outside our windows and maybe become champions of the thrilling new sport of indoor hiking.
Woohoo! Almost exactly like hiking Katahdin.